What's going wrong with Liverpool? A tactical analysis. So, if you've been watching Liverpool as of late, you can tell they've kind of been struggling, especially in the league. So, in this video, we're going to break down why they've been struggling. And without further ado, let's get into it. So far this season, Liverpool sit in 10th, which is bad, but not too bad considering we've only played 8 games this season. And they've scored 20 but conceded 12, and 9 of those goals came for Bournemouth. The first issue I'm looking to highlight is the personnel that Klopp has been using in midfield. He's used Milner and Elliott and sometimes now Thiago and Henderson in a 2-player midfield, and we're going to look at how that's kind of been chaotic for Liverpool's style of play. On the right, when Liverpool haven't been able to rotate properly and cover for Trent's defensive inefficiencies, we've seen issues there like versus United. It was once again showed versus Napoli when they lost 4-1, when so many problems came from the right-hand side, like obviously the goals they conceded. I think a pretty big misconception that has been circulating is that Liverpool's defensive issues from the right have only been because of Trent. And that's not to defend Trent, because in reality, he's obviously had some error to play there. But in the past, Klopp has been able to mitigate it with Fabinho on the right. But now this season that Fabinho is injured or out of form, there have been so many more issues on that right-hand side. On the other side of Liverpool's midfield, they still have issues as well. And to start off the season, Thiago got injured, and it meant that Klopp had to switch up the personnel in the midfield, which wasn't his fault, but consistently he kept insisting that Liverpool had enough depth in midfield until eventually he conceded that they didn't, and they had to go out and get Artur from Juventus, but he also needs surgery now. The injury to Thiago meant that he had to depend on Milner, who in his own right is a reliable player, but he's also 36 years old and a completely different profile to Thiago. Look at how Milner gets played through in just a few passes by Napoli's midfield. Thiago, on the other hand, can progress in deep for Liverpool and is actually quite underrated in terms of tackling as a midfielder. He also just offers a much more wider range of passing and is just technically more supreme. Salah has also started off the season pretty slowly, and I think most of it has to do with just how isolated he's been in the build-up play. This visual shows all of Liverpool's pass networks this year, and you can just tell how isolated Salah has been in comparison to other players. And this is a problem because you want Salah to be involved with the interior players like Nunez or Firmino or the other midfielders, but he's only linking up with Trent on the right. Although this is irrelevant to Liverpool's tactics and situation right now, it's also worth noting that all of Klopp's times managing clubs, he's never exceeded 7 years, and this is now Klopp's 7th year as Liverpool manager. Klopp's teams have also been renowned for their pressing ability and just how much running he requires his players to do. It's an exciting type of football, but it's also very physically exhausting, which means it probably can't take you many years with the same set of players playing that same type of football. All in all, I do think that Liverpool will get back to good form this season. Maybe not winning the league against City and Arsenal seem to be running away with that one, but possibly other cup competitions. In summary, Liverpool's right side of midfield is the source of their defensive problems. They also probably need to reinvent themselves in the type of football that they play, as it's honestly not that sustainable given keeping the same group of players. And lastly, I think that Liverpool's owners and Klopp as well need to invest into some more out-and-out midfielders that can cover on that right side for Trent's defensive inefficiencies. That's all from me today, and thanks for watching if you've reached this far. If you enjoy my content, make sure to check out all my links below where you can find more of my work.